Hey everyone, welcome, I am MisterBo, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at crafting in Anthem. So let's start at the beginning of how you actually unlock the ability to craft. So when you start the game, you won't actually be able to craft straight away. You'll first need to complete a couple of missions until a mission with the vendor MisterBo pops up. He requires you to go into a free play and find 3 ember. Once you've done, he will then give you access to the ability of crafting, as well as the ability to visit the vanity store, where in that store you can actually buy crafting material. So now you have the ability to craft, whereabouts do you begin to craft your items? Well, you go into your forge and onto your javelin. Now of course on your javelin you have all the different slots for the different abilities as well as your weapons. Now when you go into one of those, you can tab over to the right to the crafting menu, and this is where you'll see any blueprints for that specific item. If you have an item or an ability that you're able to craft, you can select the blueprint and then it will bring up a page telling you what materials you need in order to actually make that item. Now items come in 6 different rarities. Firstly you have common, uncommon, rare, epic, masterwork, and then a legendary. Now everything except for legendary items can be crafted, and each item will require a different type of material. Now for anything above common, you'll need an ember in that rarity. Embers can be found when you're harvesting other materials around the world or in chests, or even sometimes completing missions as rewards, as well as scrapping weapons of that rarity. So if you have a blue weapon that you don't want, you can scrap that and it will grant you a blue ember. For weapons you'll need gun parts, and you can acquire those by scrapping any kind of weapon. You'll then need a component, which can be found through collecting organic plants in the free roam area, as well as alloy, which can be found through harvesting mineral deposits throughout the open world as well. So you have the 2 different items you can harvest: organic plant structures and mineral rock structures. Now every time you harvest one of those, you also have the chance for it to drop an ember as well. And those are all the different items you'll need to actually craft a blueprint. So how do you get your blueprints to actually craft? So in Anthem, using different items actually allows you to get blueprints for whatever you're using a lot quicker. So blueprints drop in the form of challenges. So if you go into your menu, you can actually tab over to the challenges page and you can go down to something like weapons or to your abilities, and you can actually see your progression on these challenges. So for instance, if we go to a certain type of assault rifle, as you can see, in order to get the uncommon blueprint for this weapon for me to be able to craft it, I need to get 50 kills with this weapon. The same goes for any abilities on your javelin as well. Just using what you want to craft allows you to get better versions of that item, and the more you use it, the higher blueprints you're going to get, until eventually you'll get a masterwork blueprint. Now when crafting these items, they will usually drop around your power level, and every time you craft something that is at least uncommon, it will usually come with a random stat on it. Now eventually when you get up to the masterwork level of item, these usually come with a special stat which is intrinsic to that item. Now as I mentioned previously, you can actually buy crafting materials. So if you went over to your vanity store and tabbed over to the crafting area, you can see that you have all the different components that you need in order to craft different items. So say you're running low on a certain type of ember and you have enough coin to do so, you can go ahead and buy that to then allow you to craft the item that you need. So there you have it, that is how crafting works in Anthem. It can seem a little bit daunting if you don't know what's going on, but once you get an understanding for it, it's pretty simple. Basically, find the weapon and gear that you like, and the more you use it, the higher blueprints you're going to start getting for that, allowing you to craft better versions of that. Now most of the materials you'll sort of gain as you're progressing through different missions and stuff, but of course you can go out and search solely for that, or again you can go ahead and buy that from the crafting store. So let me know what you guys think of crafting in the comments below. Do you like the way that it works in Anthem? If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to give a like button a big old hug. If you guys have any feedback, feel free to leave that in the comments below. And if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe for more gaming content and coverage. And if you do, be sure to boop that bell icon so you never miss a video. Anyways, thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.